everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Cardinals are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Raiders, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space. With that, let's get out to the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now this time, Carl throw. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Here's Carr to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And they give this time to the tailback. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Patrick Peterson is almost an anomaly at cornerback. A big, thick, physical guy who can run with any receiver in the league.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. The play clock's running down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Cooper's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the 1st.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. They go to Johnson again, and he's got room. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They'll run it with Johnson. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And now here come the Raiders. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now Carr on the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Throwing his Carr on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And taken right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They come up in an offset eye. Rodgers to throw on second down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Alden Smith there on the tackle.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now a handoff, Johnson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense...
It's caught at the 10. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And
that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Rodgers with a keeper, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Aaron Rodgers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
All right, here we go. Oh, baby, alert, alert. And we go rally, zebra.
Carr now on 1st down. A right side catch by Crabtree. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards there for number 15. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Got it complete to Crabtree. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Crabtree. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And on the ground they go with a running back. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come up in an offset eye, and they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. I guess you don't wear a Super Bowl ring without taking some chances. Gary Kubiak going for it on 4th down.
26. Bring up. Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3. 58.
They run. It's Johnson. Oh, good hurdle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 10 yards still left on second down. They come up in an offset eye. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
To throw is Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. Now 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And they have the football, and it will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team. All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Over the middle here to Brown. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
1st and 10. Here's Carr. It's caught by Clive Walford. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, an even 90 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Crabtree with it over the middle. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
So out now come the Cardinals. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They come up in an offset eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So
rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and the Raiders are going to have a first down. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Here we go. Red 18. We go rally. Rally. Oh, baby, alert. Alert.
Carr now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And it's such a close game, a very big one. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That is caught inside the 5. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Brown, the lone receiver left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
26.
They come up in an offset eye. Rodgers now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And able to find John Brown. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
319.
action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. And now they're in the hurry up.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's got Gresham. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. First down carry here for Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They come up in an offset eye. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. On the sneak, Rodgers. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knocked the ball free. You're excited you're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
They come out here in the eye. Roger, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Aaron Rodgers with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he knocks it through. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. Zebra.
He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw is Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here.
you.